Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 2. I'm sitting here trying to get some schoolwork done, and this is what happens. I have a girl who wants to touch all the buttons and wants me to put chapstick on her every 2 minutes, a dog that needs to go out every 5 minutes, and a complete mess of a house. So I'm gonna finish my classwork. Get that out of your mouth, please. Are you gonna sing? But yeah, this is my life. I'm gonna try and finish this and either I have to pick a room to clean, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the kitchen because I'm going to be filming how I make Jäger Schnitzel, which is like pork thinly sliced and fried up with mushroom sauce. And I'm going to do potatoes and all that other stuff. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to choose to clean the kitchen first and then clean in here after the kids go to bed because I have to mop. So I was in the middle of doing dishes, as you guys could tell earlier, and I had to stop. Well, I had to stop because Cassie was in the downstairs bathroom, like playing with the soap, because we have the foam soap downstairs for them. She had it all in her hair, had it all over her arms, and kept wiping it into her eyes and kept trying to wipe it out of her eyes, but kept putting more in because of the soap. So, finished that, and then did a little bit, cleaned off the island a little bit. I mean, it's not 100% clean, but it's clean. I'm gonna take a break. I'm thoroughly frustrated and annoyed because every time I try and clean, another room in the house gets extremely messy and dirty, and Cassie's getting into something, or Sierra's doing something she's not supposed to, or I'm just gonna sit down with my hot apple cider that I've had on the stove, just being nice and warm. Okay guys, so it's getting ready to get dinner time. So here's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using 2 of these Iowa chops. They're thick cut pork chops, boneless, center cut. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with those when I get ready. I've got my breadcrumbs, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. So this is for this. I'm going to have to get some eggs out of the fridge in a minute. For my sauce, I've got my packets of Schnitzel seasoning mix. In German, it's Jäger means hunter. So it's like I mean, obviously it's a creamy mushroom sauce. So I'm excited to use that. I need heavy whipping cream for it. And some mushrooms. Alright, let's get down to biz. Oh, I gotta get the potatoes too. Hold on. I forgot I need an onion for the sauce because I like onion in mine. And then I'm gonna do mashed potatoes. So I need to get the potatoes going first because the schnitzel isn't going to cook long because it's going to be really thin by the time I'm done with it. So let's get started. Alright, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but I've got my potatoes in here. I cubed them up, put them in salt water that like barely covers the potatoes. I have my burner on high, and that'll start up the potatoes. Now I'm going to burn my eyes off and chop this up into, I'll probably do nice little, a nice tiny dice for that. I bought these baby portobellas already sliced, so I didn't feel like slicing them. And then we're going to figure out the directions on this. Preheat the oven to 400. Put the oil in the frying pan, saute the mush. Man, I'm just gonna go, okay, so I'm just gonna go off the hinge and do it the way I want to. So, alright, so I moved the potatoes back here because I'm gonna try something different. I have my onions, which I just like thinly sliced into long slivers. I put my onions in here. I'm gonna let them reduce for a while. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get my pork all prepped and ready. So we'll see you. Those are big chunks of onion, I think. Oh well. they'll reduce down and they'll be smaller. But I have a little bit of oil, all extra virgin olive oil in here. Look at them potatoes go. I might have to turn that down. I don't want it to overflow. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here and start working on me pork. Alright, so I got my pork. I just cut it in half. I would normally pound it out, but Trey's asleep right now. He works tonight. So my onions and mushrooms are looking good. My potatoes are boiling. Got some olive oil and our German cheese here. Or not cheese, but our German butter. And yeah, so I'm just going to wait for this to get a little bit closer to being done and the potatoes before I start pan frying the schnitzel. I call it schnitzel very loosely because it's not actually, it's as close as we're going to get right now until I can learn how to do it properly. So yeah, I'll show you when it comes time to fry these bad boys. I'll show you the first one, or maybe even the second or third one, depending on how long it takes me to get it right. But yeah, so I did it in an egg wash and some breadcrumbs. In the breadcrumbs, I put all these. I put garlic, onion powder, salt, and pepper. So, yeah. Woohoo! Alright, so I just mashed up the potatoes, put some melted butter and milk, salt, and pepper. We like ours a little bit chunkier. So that's our mashed potatoes. Here's the Jäger sauce. All I did was add the 2 packets, let them kind of do their thing for like 30 seconds in the bottom, and then I added the entire container of heavy whipping cream because I used both packets, and you need 8 ounces for 1 packet, and the little container was 16. So I just used both, and we'll use it on the schnitzel and the mashed potatoes. So now it's time to start these bad boys. Alright, so I might shake you guys around a little bit, but I'm adding the butter in. I have my stove set to 5, which is medium. I'm going to put in some olive oil. This is not exact measurements. This is not a science. I have only made this a fair few times, and like, I don't know, I've just never really measured. Let me chop the butter up. Oh well, I'll see you guys in a minute once this is all nice and melty and bubbly and ready for me to start putting in the meat. Alright, so the butter's all melted. It's heating up and bubbly and ready for me, so I'm gonna grab this. Oh, this is really hard to do through the camera. Yep. Not quite hot enough. Damn it. It's all good though. So I'm gonna let that be right there. I am not going to touch it. I am not going to skaboo-boo it around the pan. I'm going to let it do its thing, get brown on one side for maybe 2 minutes. Check it a little bit and see how it looks, and flip it and probably do it for another 2 minutes depending on how long the first side took. Okay, so I just flipped it, and I think flipped it a little too early, so next time I'll wait 3.5 minutes to flip it, because the other cuts are like slightly thicker too, so we'll see how this one turns out. Alright, so what I did here was I just flipped it back over, and then I just added a new one. That way I'm not in here for the next like 45 minutes frying these bad boys. And I just have that on low in the back so it doesn't get cold. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. I mean, they're not like the ones that you'll get in downtown Trier or anything like that. They're nothing crazy special. Let me get this bad boy out of the pan. I'll have to do that off camera because apparently I can't do it one-handed. Alright, so I have it on paper towel. I'm going to let that do its thing for like a couple more minutes. Then I'm going to plate up the kids' plates and show you the final project. Or final presentation. God. It's only Sunday. So yeah, I mean, the kids' plates aren't super appetizing looking, but it's got everything on it. I cooked the pork like slightly overdone on this one, but the other ones aren't going to be as bad because they're thicker. Yeah. So there's that. Alright guys, last shot. So this is completed. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up in here. Got the last one on, and I'm hungry. The kids already have their food. So thank you for joining us on Vlogmas Day 2, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.